street is that Kirk done got allegedly done got Jasmine pregnant again, and it just got me thinking, Rasheeda must be Batman. She must be Batman at night, and Kirk's the only one that knows. And she can't get her cover blown because if she leave Kirk, Kirk gonna tell. So she can't have her cover blown because she gotta be Batman, because nobody else can be Batman except for Rasheeda.
If you've been following Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you may be aware that Rasheeda and Kirk's romance has been going through a rough patch. Their marriage has turned into a widely publicized heartbreak and betrayal, with Jasmine Washington at the center of it all. Fans have frequently seen Jasmine snap at Rasheeda, accusing her of clinging to a marriage that she feels is already over. But this is where things get even messier, just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any worse. Kirk's long-term affair has had a major impact on his marriage to Rasheeda. Being the mother of Kirk's child, Jasmine is more than simply a supporting character in his life, and her presence has only made things more difficult for Rasheeda and Kirk's marriage. Rasheeda has worked hard to keep her family together, but Kirk's unexpected action has shocked her and her supporters. Kirk's behavior has the potential to end their marriage forever.
For good.
I don't trust nobody. So I'm checking. That's my indication. She, as far as the damage, I told her it ain't really got nothing to do with it. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I apologize for it. I'm sorry. Was it a lot of things going through my mind? Yeah. First of all, it's different for me.
Kirk and Rasheeda have been together for years as a result, and their love has lasted longer than is healthy. A share of peaks and valleys. Fans first believed they were one of the most solid couples on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But as word spread about Kirk's adultery, their relationship steadily declined. One of the show's most talked about narrative aspects was Kirk's recurrent infidelity, which constantly humiliated Rasheeda in public. Despite this, Rasheeda remained faithful to Kirk in the hopes that their love would outweigh the mayhem he produced. Kirk's romance with Jasmine Washington was one of the main factors that impacted their marriage. The romance developed into a committed relationship that lasted for several months when Jasmine revealed she was pregnant with his child, and she continued to serve as a constant reminder of Kirk's betrayal. After Kirk denied having anything to do with Jasmine and her child, their relationship deteriorated until a DNA test eventually established that Kirk was the biological father of Jasmine's son, Kanan. Fans were surprised that after everything Kirk had done to Rasheeda, she stayed and battled for her marriage, even going so far as to try to mend her relationship with Kirk through counseling. Rasheeda thought that getting help from a professional would help them rebuild their trust and repair the harm that Kirk's adultery had caused, but while she worked to keep their marriage intact, Kirk's actions only got worse. He carelessly showed off his relationship with Jasmine as if he had completely moved on, just when we thought things couldn't get any messier. From Jasmine's perspective, Rasheeda's fight to retain Kirk appears pointless, and she has made it clear that she views her loyalty as desperation rather than strength. When Jasmine returned, she publicly ridiculed Rasheeda's efforts to maintain the marriage and offered some very pointed criticism. Jasmine has made comments about Rasheeda on a regular basis, pointing out that Kirk has already moved on and implying that her attempts to keep her family together are pointless. Jasmine, who had previously been the other woman, now considered herself more permanent, particularly with her son Kanan. However, her relationship with Kirk and her engagement in his life have only increased tension. Jasmine isn't holding back when it comes to standing up for herself, and she's even gone so far as to mock Rasheeda for clinging to a man who seems ready to leave for Jasmine. Kirk's actions, which speak louder than words, make it clear that she believes Rasheeda is losing the struggle. Jasmine's repeated jabs have further strained Rasheeda's already fragile marriage, making an already grim situation worse.
Something small, everybody has a breaking point. At one time, I thought that was my breaking point, but the Lord showed me different. He leaded me in another direction, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Ever since, Kirk and I's bond has been so...
Rasheeda is willing to defend her family and her love for them, despite the fact that her heart is aching. Kirk's dedication to her family keeps her going when everyone else encourages her to quit. She isn't just evading obligations. In an effort to keep their relationship intact, Rasheeda has declared that she loves and supports Kirk despite his errors. She has also publicly expressed how important forgiveness is to her, saying that she is prepared to overlook his transgressions in the hopes that he would change, and that marriage is about navigating through the storms. While some people may wonder why she stays, Rasheeda is unapologetic about her actions. Rasheeda took the initiative to schedule therapy sessions in the hopes that with guidance they could rebuild their marriage from the ground up. Rasheeda is attempting to put their family first, displaying a level of strength that many admire even if they don't fully understand her choices. Rasheeda has stated in her interviews that other people are unable to completely comprehend the depth of her connection with Kirk. They have been together for more than 20 years, and for her, that history is not something she can simply ignore. Working through the most difficult times and emerging stronger, and despite the humiliation and heartbreak she has experienced, she continues to try. However, just when Rasheeda thought she was doing everything she could to keep her marriage intact, Kirk shocked everyone by deciding to move out of their house, which many people assume is his last step away from their union. Not only did Kirk decide to break up with Rasheeda, but he also considered formalizing his relationship with Jasmine Washington. This decision appeared to validate supporters' worst suspicions that Kirk had totally committed to his love with Jasmine, maybe going so far as to consider marriage for Rasheeda. This was heartbreaking news. Despite everything, Rasheeda's devotion to Kirk and their family was clear to anyone following their journey. She had battled so hard to keep her family together in the face of heartbreak, public scrutiny, and Jasmine's mocking remarks. However, now that Kirk had decided to move in with Jasmine and discuss marriage, her hopes of reviving their relationship had all but been dashed. Not only did Kirk leave, but he also seemed to have done so without feeling guilty or regretting it, telling Rasheeda that he was prepared to move on with Jasmine, adding salt to her already open wounds. Many supporters expressed amazement that Kirk would treat Rasheeda this way after everything she had done to keep their family together, and those who had stood by her side throughout this journey were especially incensed and saddened. Fans also pointed out that Kirk's decision to leave Rasheeda for Jasmine felt like the ultimate betrayal, and that he now seemed to have no respect for her. Startled people have begun tweeting and leaving comments on social media. Annoyed and perhaps incensed with Kirk's actions, people who witnessed Rasheeda's voyage voiced their displeasure, denouncing Kirk for what they see as his egregious disregard for the woman who tolerated his numerous faults.
Rasheeda going through, and you only seeing a small bit of piece of it, a quarter of it, because you ain't looking at the success that their marriage had. You looking at the look at the success she has in her marriage. Look at what they do together. You know what I'm saying? Look what they got together. Ain't nobody finna leave all that. Them folk got M's together. Ain't nobody finna leave all that. You a dummy if you do, because see, some women, they try to leave that and try to take some of the M's with them, not even thinking that this is the who I'm with is the reason that I got the M's. Like, us being together got us the M's. Now, it's not gonna go that way without each other. You can think that a lot of women and a lot of I'm gonna take these M's over here, and they gonna.
Some admirers have expressed their sincere support for Rasheeda in heartfelt comments, advising her to move on and find happiness without Kirk. Girl, you have too much going on for yourself to let him make you feel bad, a person said. Even though I understand that it hurts, if I were her, I would reflect and decide if this marriage is still beneficial, because it doesn't seem to be for one of them. As one individual put it, actions speak louder than words. Fans' reactions generally agreed that Rasheeda should end the relationship and prioritize herself. Fans are now pleading with her to do so because many believe that Kirk's actions have shown that he doesn't appreciate her or the effort she has put into their relationship. But just when you believe that everything would be resolved, Jasmine's issues using one last shot to make her affections for Rasheeda incredibly evident. Jasmine didn't keep quiet throughout this period as Kirk adjusted to his new life with her. She made it clear that she was taking over her position and had no intention of letting Rasheeda return. Jasmine told Rasheeda in her parting letter that Kirk has chosen to partner with her and that their relationship is something Kirk is committing to, not only a fleeting fad. Apart from her jokes, Jasmine has been vocal about her wish to keep Kirk and their son Cannon together, stating that nothing, not even Rasheeda, will fail to strengthen their relationship. Jasmine sees herself as a part of Kirk's future and strives to protect her family by ensuring that her kid knows his father and that they have a close relationship. Fans' displeasure with Rasheeda's next move was understandable. Many believe it's time for her to break free from this agonizing cycle and focus on finding happiness for herself apart from Kirk and the complex mess his choices have caused. Others think there may yet be hope for reconciliation, particularly if Kirk accepts responsibility for his mistakes and makes a sincere effort to mend their marriage. Given everything Rasheeda has been through, we are left wondering if she will finally find peace and let go, or if there is still a chance for a reconciliation now that her time with Kirk is over and she is taking her position. Rasheeda has shown incredible resilience, but it's still uncertain how much more one individual can take. Do you think Rasheeda should move on and let go, or do you think she and Kirk can still work things out? Kindly provide your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. If you want Rasheeda to start anew, or if you want their relationship to get better, then let us know. Remember to click the like button. If you like today's analysis, please remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates as we get further into the lives of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast. We have more intriguing content planned, including additional insider sources providing the latest celebrity tea and an inside look at how other cast members are responding to this ongoing problem.